The long-awaited presidential debate between former President Donald Trump and current President Biden happened last night, and we have a lot to react to because let me tell you, I knew Biden was bad, but I did not understand how bad he was. I was watching Nick's stream last night and he put it best. He said, Biden has gotten progressively worse, very exponentially within the past few months, and I definitely noticed that last night. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna see Trump cooking Biden not even making sense, looking so confused, wondering where he is, probably needs to change his diaper. And we're going to talk about the Democrat meltdown after the debate. Let's get right into it. By the way, guys, make sure you like today's video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you leave a comment also if you ever are wanting to watch my YouTube live streams that I have to take down because YouTube will ban me and, shut my account down if I leave them up because my husband and I do say some words that we're not allowed to say on YouTube. Make sure you check the description because I have a Gumroad where you can subscribe for $15 a month and get access to all of the live streams, all of it. So do that if you're interested. It's fun, it's worth it, and yeah, let's get into it. So Biden started calling Trump fat, and then they started arguing over who was better at golf. So it's just a weird clip. I can't believe this is a presidential debate. I kind of love it though, but also that's Biden's best line of attack against Trump. It's like, dude, you're fat. That is a valid argument against someone. I'm not even being I can't say that word. Facetious? Facetious. Okay, cancel that word. I'm not even being hyperbolic. I'm not being even sarcastic. Seriously, if you can't manage your weight, how can you manage a country? However, I'm still MAGA. I'm still pro-Trump. I'm just saying that's honestly the best line of attack that Biden has. But let's just watch this together.
President Biden.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's it. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
Look at his face. He's just so listen, I told you I'd play golf with you if you just carried your own bag. It's weird. And it's yeah, I'm sure, Biden, I'm sure.
The biggest lie that he's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
Never.
But I have, how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay, let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
Let's not act like children.
I mean, Biden's just completely out of it. He's just and I just love how they're literally fighting about golf. America's literally going down the pooper and they're fighting about golf. But I'm not even lying. I think it's funny. Okay, we have a lot to get into. This next clip, this is what a lot of people are saying was the kill shot. So basically, as you'll see, Biden makes no sense and Trump is just I don't even know what you're talking about right now. What did you even just say? Watch.
Total ban on the total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we
move into.
I mean, that's just giving me it's just reminding me of 2016 Trump just calling it out. I was actually, while watching the debate, thinking, if only we had the true, ruthless, brutal 2016 Trump during this debate, because he would just eat Biden alive. I mean, he was calling Rand Paul ugly, looking like a poodle. I mean, going at, little Marco with his water bottle and lying Ted. We need more of that energy of Trump. So just the little snippets I got of it last night, I was happy. But still, I'm come on, we need more. But it's so funny. Biden literally doesn't even, Trump had it so right. Does Biden even know what he's talking about? I literally don't think so. It's just, and this is supposedly our president, right? If he can't even carry a conversation, you think he's doing anything for the country? No. And let me tell you, a lot of people are saying Trump's going to win. Who knows? I do think the election was, so why would they not do it again? I don't know if I can keep that in. But what I will say, if Biden does end up winning, it's actually a win because I feel like it could red pill a lot of people. A lot of people are pissed about how the country is under Biden. They see his debate performance, which is literally awful. I mean, he's clearly so much worse than he even was 4 years ago. It's gotten exponentially worse. It's undeniable. So if they actually elect him again, don't you think that would wake up a lot of Democrats and have them say, maybe the conservatives were right all along? Now listen, Republicans, they suck too, but I think it could bring a lot of lefties to more of the moderate right wing. So that is, that is a light at this dooming tunnel if Biden somehow manages to win again. But yeah, let me know if you guys agree with that analysis. Okay, this next clip, this is actually from Russell Brand. He posted this. You can see that here. He said, "I can't believe that just happened." And for those who don't know, Russell Brand has he's now Christian. I believe he's converted to Christianity. He really is kind of within the right-wing media political sphere now. So it's kind of interesting, We have our few celebs, I guess, that are on our side.
We're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare.
Oh, that was such a funny moment. I remember that moment. It's like, okay, yeah, Biden, you beat Medicare. Like, what a bad fumble on Biden's part, because obviously, like, a lot, especially liberals, a lot of people like really depend on Medicare and Medicaid for healthcare, and for Biden to say like he beat it, it's like as if you're taking away people's healthcare. Now, I'm not a supporter of these programs. I'm just saying that was obviously such a bad fumble, because guess what? He literally doesn't know what he's talking about. Does he even know what Medicare is? Does he know they're talking about healthcare? I don't think so. All right, so in this next clip, Trump is cooking Joe Biden. Let's just watch it.
Just to go back, the general got fired because he was no good. And if he said that, that's why he made it up. But we have 19 people that said I didn't say it, and they're very highly respected, much more so than him. The other thing is, he doesn't fire people. He never fired people. I've never seen him fire anybody. I did fire a lot. I fired Comey because he was no good. I fired a lot of the top people at the FBI, drained the swamp. They were no good.
Just pause. Look at Joe Biden's face. He's like, I mean, he's literally the definition of a confused, senile old man. And he's our current president and having to debate Trump, who's like an expert debater. I mean, come on.
Good. Not easy to fire people. You'd pay a price for it, but they were no good. I inherited these people. I didn't put him there. I didn't put Comey there. He was no good. I fired him. This guy hasn't fired anybody. He never fires. He should have fired every military man that was involved with the Afghanistan horror show, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. He didn't fire. Did you fire anybody? Did you fire anybody that's on the border, that's allowed us to have the worst border in the history of the world? Did anybody get fired for allowing 18 million people, many from prisons, many from mental institutions? Did you fire anybody that allowed our country to be destroyed? Joe, our country is being destroyed as you and I sit up here and waste a lot of time on this debate. This shouldn't be a debate. He is the worst president. He just said about me because I said it. But look, he's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country. Now, all of a sudden, he's trying to get a little tough on the border. He came out with a nothing deal, and it reduced it a little bit, like this much. It's insignificant. He wants open borders. He wants our country to either be destroyed or he wants to pick up those people as voters. And I don't think we just can't let it happen.
Yeah, I mean, as you could see, Trump just absolutely cooked Biden. He called him out on all these things, called Biden the worst president of American history. I don't know if Biden's literally the worst one. I think we've had some other pretty bad ones like LBJ, Woodrow Wilson. There's plenty of bad ones too. But yeah, I mean, he just tore into Biden. All right, guys, this clip will be fun because this was a 90-second clip that Trump released of Biden's lowlights during the debate. Let's watch it. I actually haven't watched this one yet, so I'm excited to watch this one live with you.
Both are making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare, we're trying to provide housing for Black Americans. The impact on the choice, the idea that they're gonna, I'm proposing that everybody, the millionaires pay 1%. So no one I've not raised the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And wants to get rid of the ability of Medicare for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. No one was hurt. No one Israeli was accidentally killed, and it stopped. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
Wow. I mean, if you watch that ad, how could you vote for Joe Biden? Seriously. I mean, you have to be completely delusional, such crazy Trump derangement syndrome that you're like a deranged human being with no brain. It's actually insane. This is what I'm talking about, guys. If they allow this guy to win again, it's going to red pill so many people. That is the white pill in all of this. Not that Trump could win. The white pill is that it could red pill and wake up a lot of people because it's so blatant. I mean, just watching that, I'm like, it's so bad. And the music's great. It's perfect. It's like creepy. It's, hey, dear America, this is who the people in charge say is our leader. He's clearly not running anything. He can't even run his damn mouth. I mean, it's a brilliant ad from the Trump team. Brilliant. So here's something that a lot of people didn't see. It's after the debate. And as you'll be able to see, Trump easily just walks off the stage. You know, I think walking off the stage is probably the easiest part of the debate. And Biden has to get some assistance because he's a literal senile old man that's incapable of operating himself. But apparently he can run a country and, you know, the entire world. Right. You see Trump walking off easily, you know, he can walk off a stage. It's not a hard task. It's not a hard task. But look at the contrast when we see Biden, who needs to have his bitch of a wife. Yeah, Jill Biden pulls up. Oh, yes. Come on, honey. Slow steps. It's like a little girl wearing heels for the first time. It's like, yeah, come on. You got this. It's just a baby step. Come on. You got this. You're okay, Joe. We made it. And, like, insert Kamala.
We did it, Joe.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Here is Jill Biden, Jill bitch Biden, Joe's wife, Jill bitch Biden, Joe's wife, giving a really cringe intro after the debate to her husband, which, by the way, I hate her because she lies about being a doctor. She's literally can't say that word. Crap. I always make myself have fun with these edits. I think that she's an awful person because she is okay with her husband being made a fool on the national stage. I mean, I could not imagine, like, you don't love him. You're not in love with him. You love the power. You love being the first lady and, like, the first ugliest lady ever, especially after Melania. Hello, gorgeous.
I'm gonna come.
She's just the worst. She's like a witch. Bitch, witch, wannabe doctor, hag. There we go.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question.
What a lying bitch. I already have to shut her up. You're literally lying. I mean, what else is she going to say? But I mean, he did not answer any questions. He barely threw some words together. He was amazing at slurring his words and looking confused.
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why?
He's so confused. He's like, huh? Who's Trump? And it's, of course, that's their only line of defense. That's their only thing that they can say against Trump. You know, he may be able to speak. He may be able to make sense. He might be able to walk off the stage without assistance. But all he does is lie. So how can you elect him? I mean, what else are they going to do? Seriously, they have to say he's abused women and all these lawsuits. They have to say, like, he's a criminal, convicted. You know what I mean? Like, they have to just demonize him, make him seem like the liar, make him seem like literal Hitler that we must stop at. No matter what the cost is, we must stop him. I mean, that's what they have to do because how else can they justify pushing for Biden? Ugh.
Yes. Joe.
Yes. Okay, shut up. Ever since the debate, Democrats are freaking out because obviously Joe is senile and not here anymore. So they're freaking out. Even like Democrats on CNN and MSNBC, they are freaking out saying that maybe we need to replace Biden. This was not good. Here is mourning Joe with his miserable wife now saying that, you know, Democrats probably should think about replacing Joe Biden to save democracy. You know, their favorite thing to do. I don't know why I have to say it with an accent, but you know the drill.
We must save democracy because if Trump becomes president, it's all going down. We're just going to go down in flames.
Bitch. First of all, democracy is awful. Literally mob rule. Majority can take over the minority. It's stupid. It's literally stupid. Aren't Democrats supposed to like minorities here? Come on.
Now we're talking about Mike Barnicle democracy. And again, I'm not saying that everything happens today and maybe we wait a week. I'm just saying personal feelings, personal admiration, love, respect, honor, all the things I talked about in my feelings about Joe Biden, Jill Biden, and their family, that Mika and her family have felt about Joe Biden for 50 years, that I felt for as long as I've known him, that you felt about Joe Biden, that cannot play a role in any of this. This is a battle for the future of American democracy. And now is a good time. In June, thank God, in June, and not October, in June, this is the last chance for Democrats to decide whether this man we've known and loved for a very long time is up to the task of running for president of the United States.
Yeah, so I mean, they're setting it up. Like, there's plenty of time to replace him, and rumor has it that they're thinking Gavin Newsom, governor of California, which I think Gavin would do a lot better than Joe. He's definitely more radical than Joe, so that hurts him, but at least, you know, he can talk, and he's not hideous, and he's younger, and he has the national name recognition for sure, but I mean, he's also extremely radical, so we shall see. Okay, last clip here is the congressional Democrats are now openly telling CNN that they want to delete themselves, if you know what I mean, after watching Biden debate Trump. Watch this.
He said that when that happened, the entire room was just completely silent and in shock, and that this member's own reaction was that he wanted to jump off of a bridge.
He literally wanted to jump over a bridge. That is so funny. What a good last video to end on. I think if I was a Democrat, I would feel the same way, honestly, so I don't blame them. But hey, those devils deserve it. Sorry, not sorry. Let me know in the comments who you think won. Obviously Trump, but who do you think won? Do you think Trump will win? What do you think? Do you think they're going to replace Biden with Gavin Newsom? If not Gavin, who else? Like, just give me your predictions. Give me your thoughts. I want to look at them. I will definitely be reading them and responding to them. So definitely make sure you do that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you next time. Adios.